This podcast is presented by StreamerCollabs.com, a website made by streamers for streamers. StreamerCollabs.com helps streamers find, connect, and grow their channels by collaboration. We believe that collaboration is key to unlocking the full potential of the streaming community, and we strive to provide the tools and resources needed to make that happen. So join us today and let's make a difference together on StreamerCollabs.com.
Oh wait.
Well, hello everybody. I am OfficialIceHunter, real name Jason, content creator, streamer from South Africa. Basically, I play different kinds of games. I'm into doing play testing as well as tournaments. A lot of my games revolve around Call of Duty, Fortnite, stuff like that. I enjoy trying to bring new content to people and trying to show people that, you know, even the small person, the small streamer and the small stuff, we also have something interesting to show.
Of course.
I like to showcase and try and basically I try to have a little community going where I try to showcase as many streamers. Like every end of my stream, I try to raid off to someone who doesn't have many people with them, try to give them some love, show some love,
of course,
tab up the streams and just try to support where I can. And that's the community I'm trying to build, is something with more of a support base. You know what I'm getting? Like you guys have some. Absolutely. That's why when I read your guys' story and stuff, I was like, this is really exciting, you know?
Yeah,
it's
man.
Something different.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, sorry, you said there was questions. My apologies.
No, you're good, bro.
You're introducing yourself on your episode, bro. You are fine.
We're here to interview you, bro. This is completely fine.
Awesome.
Well, yeah.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, man. Y'all know, big infamous and, you know what I'm saying, big buzz, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna get right into these questions real quick. So, wait, hold on. Do you prefer Official Ice or Hunter? What do I call you for sure?
Hunter's fine, bro.
Hunter?
Hunter's fine.
Okay,
word.
Hunter.
All right, Hunter. Let's jump right into it, man. So, hey, StreamerCollabs members, looking to grow your network? We got you covered. The Speedrun Collab Challenge is your chance to partner with as many StreamerCollabs members as possible. Expand your network, create new and fresh content, grow your channel, and compete for community-voted bragging rights. All participants receive exclusive streaming goodies. Keep an eye on your inbox for how to join this networking powerhouse event. Log into your StreamerCollabs account to check out the details and rules today. When did you start creating content? We touched on this a little bit before. All right, we always talk before we start recording, you know what I'm saying? So, but we touched on this a little bit before. So if you wanted to, you know, when did you start creating content?
I started creating content 2 years back.
Okay.
I started making YouTube shorts and videos and a few other things, and it didn't really take off for me very well. And then March last year, I picked up with I put a camera on, I put on the streaming, and I tried to actually go at it.
Yeah.
So it started March last year with Twitch and Kick and all the other ones. I tried to go on and just, you know, try to put myself out there. So it's been basically a year now that I've been streaming full on.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice, man.
How you enjoying it so far?
Honestly, I love it. To be honest, it's the one place I actually feel like I get to be myself, because I'm actually a qualified tattoo artist. So I love people. I love chatting and chilling. You'll see my arms are covered in tattoos.
Tatted out? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a qualified tattoo artist. So I love people, I love environments, and I love vibing with people. So once I started streaming and like talking, and I noticed people were actually talking back with me. That's the best part. You know, when you got like 1-2 people, it's like, it's great, it's cool. But then 10-15 people, then you're like, oh, okay, this is fun.
This is good. You got chat jumping.
The first 2 streams, I was latched. I don't know why. I just got happy and excited. You know, once the headphones go on, reality reality's just gone, and that's what I love about streaming.
Yeah, man. Everything. It's just about what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the game. You get to just immerse yourself. You're talking to chat. It's just vibes, bro. Nothing else matters at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's just
like, I'll give you one example. What I love about streaming, it's like, you guys, we've never met before. This is like the first time we're chatting and meeting, and we can connect with each other.
Of
and
course.
we can actually have a conversation, and it's like, you know, it's not about you, this person, I'm that person, I'm that person. Here, I'm Ice, you're Infamous, you're Buzz, and you know, we're chill. And that's what I love about this world.
It's so easy, bro.
It's so different.
It is.
You know, you come in here, you don't know what to expect, but once you find a family, it's good, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That's
man.
some real shit you just said,
bro.
because like I bring bro up almost every time we talk about like making connections on the internet. But like one of my closest friends, a good friend of ours, Lars,
Shout out
bro, my
Lars, bro.
brother.
I just played some Marvel Rivals with him yesterday, bro.
Yup,
But keep going, keep
yup.
going.
We met, or he met bro in a Black Ops. What was it? 3?
It was Black Ops 3. He was initially going to troll me, but he realized, hey, hold on, this guy's kind of chill. He was like, because he had all right, look, short backstory, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
right back to it, but he had like troll names like Xbox turn off, you know what I'm saying? And then he would end people's streams by getting them to turn off their Xboxes.
Oh,
So
word.
he followed me with plans of trolling the shit out of me, but then we ended up playing Black Ops 3. We kicked it
Yeah.
off. I just played. I've known him since like 2018,
17,
maybe?
2018.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, he's across the world. He's like, fuck. What is it? Well, I'm not going. You know, what I'm not going to dox him, but he's on the other side of the world, bro. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. The
Yep.
people that you find on the
Yep.
internet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Or
but
go
yeah,
Casey.
Hey, shout out Casey, man. Shout out Casey.
Shout out Casey.
But yeah, man.
That's like the most amazing thing, like you're saying, those connections, those
Yup.
feelings, and those, vibing with a complete stranger, but
Yep.
not a stranger, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the feeling
absolutely.
I love.
That's the thing, because
It's different for me.
we've never met bro in real life. Because like you said, he's on the other side of the world, but like we've known him for 7 years, and he's like
Mhm.
a really cool guy. He's like a good friend. So it's like, even though we don't talk as
brother
much as
back
we
then,
did
yeah.
in like 2018, because like obviously it's been 7 fucking years since we were all running Fortnite customs.
Yep.
It's nice to build those friendships where like you can go a little bit without talking and then just jump right back into it. And I think
Yep.
the internet and meeting people through stream and content creation, that really allows you to foster those kind of friendships, like those stronger friendships where you both understand you're busy, but you can still, you know what I mean? I'm not trying
Yeah,
to go
man,
on a
yeah.
tangent, but like, you know what I mean? Like the internet is cool. I fuck with the internet heavy, especially Twitch. Like Twitch,
Yeah.
even though we say Twitch doesn't necessarily care about content creators, which is true to an extent.
The smaller
The
ones,
smaller
the ones that
content
make
creators, yeah.
the ones that make the money. They care about Ninja, bro. They care
But
about
of
Tim the
course-
Yeah,
Tank,
of
man.
course,
they care
bro.
about
Of course,
the ones
bro,
that
but
make the money, right?
But I'm just saying, like, it's great for us to be able to find folks on our own, because that just makes us, at the end of the day, better streamers, better content creators, better people a lot of the time too. So it's just, that's just the way it is, man. Damn, this little heartwarming ass rant I went on. My
This is
apologies,
gonna be the
gentlemen. This is a
kindest-
little,
Oh, no, that's
episode, bro.
beautiful, bro.
it's
That's
a little
that's
too,
beautiful.
it's a little too warm-hearted for me. Let me retreat back into this cold, calculated shell.
Stepped out of
Let's
character.
retreat a little bit.
And
man.
for our next question, what advice would you give to someone starting content creation out today? Like, what would you share with them? Something you picked up in your journey?
Honestly, I'll be honest. 3 things I've picked up since I
Okay.
became a streamer and watching everyone else.
Yeah.
1, when you come into streaming and you're a first timer, do
Yeah.
not go out there and think that you're gonna put your first video out and people are just gonna flock into your stream. That's the
Yes.
first thing
Yeah.
I say. Don't
Literally.
think that. You
Literally.
might only have 3 viewers for the first 6 months, but I
It's gonna be
promise you,
rough.
when
It's-
those 30 and 40 come in, you're like,
Yep.
hell yeah!
Yo.
Best day of your fucking life,
that's
bro.
a-
You will
Yeah.
remember that.
That I'll be honest with. Advice piece 2 I'll give is like, a lot of people will go in and they're like, I need the best camera, I need the best setup, I need the best computer, I need all of these things. I would say go in with what you've got. That's how I started.
Exactly, man.
Go in with your broken headphones, your old controller, and all those things, and play.
Yep.
Bro.
Once you get used to it and you realize this is something that's drawing you in and feel, you will pay for that and it will pay for you. It will pay
Absolutely.
for
Yep.
all
100%.
the things that you love.
100%.
One thing at a time. The
Mhm.
lesson number 3 I have, which I would say is like something I've built my life on. One day at a time.
One day at a time.
That's some real
That is
shit.
real as fuck.
Nothing is gonna happen. Day 1, day 2, day 3. As long as you keep pushing, keep trying,
Yup.
and stay at it, you can have
Yup.
whatever you want.
Fuck with that. I fuck with
Because
that.
that's the thing, bro. People expect results.
Consistency is something I learned was the most powerful thing in streaming.
Yeah. Yup.
You could go the whole year and have almost no one there. But as long as you are there, people remember that.
Yep.
Yep.
If you don't show up, nobody else will, man.
Nope.
To add on to that one, another thing is connections are the most important thing.
Yep.
Do not go into streaming and think you're going to stream, be there, and not support someone else. The more support you give will be the more support you will get back.
Okay.
And that is solid truth right there.
Okay.
That's how you make
man. Real shit.
That's how you foster these connections, bro. Because at the end of the day, Twitch is about connecting with people. Like
because those big streamers, they don't care about you. Those people that have 200-300 up, they don't care about us. They're not going to raid us with 100 people or 200 people. But that guy with 10 and 2 and 4 and 5, he's going to raid you. That's who's going to be your best friend.
And you know what? Actually, I was gonna. Oh, my bad. I interrupted you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Continue. I was finished.
I was just gonna say, for a lot of times, like the kindest communities are the games where, and you know this because you play niche games as well, kind of like smaller games. Like a lot of times, that's where, like the people with 50 or 60 viewers will like scroll through and be like, oh, I like this guy's vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and raid him, or I'm gonna go ahead and drop some support, or I'm gonna shout him out. Like. It's really about the communities too, because like these smaller communities like Project Zomboid. I don't know if you're familiar with Project Zomboid.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Yep. I remember I got rated by Beaten Buzzers. Shout out Buzz. Bro rated me with like 150 people, I think, and I was like, what the fuck? And because he was like, bro, I went into his chat the next day. I was like, yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. He was like, bro, I almost didn't raid you because he had followers only mode on. But I liked your moxie. I liked your pluck. So, and that's really another bit of advice that I would add on to what you have to say is even if no one's watching, even if you have 0 viewers, you got to talk and act and present yourself as if you're streaming to ninja numbers,
people,
like 1,000 people, 10,000, 50,000. That's crazy to me, by the way. A little tangent. Isn't it crazy how, like, I'll use Queso as an example. You know Queso, the streamer?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just great content creator, by the way. I enjoy watching his shit because he presents himself to be very positive and very funny. It's just crazy, and it's like scrolling. It's like fuck, he's got 50,000 people watching him. How is that like? Yeah, that's genuinely crazy.
And you look at those numbers, and you're like, how? When?
That's what I think to myself. But you know what? You know what? It's because he put in the work. It's because he put in the work
every day.
He's been grinding.
He showed up and he was there.
Yep, he's been grinding for God knows how long because he could have been streaming for 10 years, bro. And we've only heard of him in the last 2. Full respect, no disrespect. You know, I'm just saying he blew up in the last 2 years.
That's real shit. Like he is huge now. You know what I'm saying? Like people will stream to 0 viewers and then one day like they'll get a viral clip and then boom, like they're doing ninja queso numbers, bro.
There's this one Minecraft content creator. I don't know if y'all heard of him, Philza. He was a really small content creator for like years, I think 3 or 4 years maybe. Yeah. And a clip of him dying in his hardcore world to a baby zombie. That shit went viral on literally everything. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. He blew the fuck up. And now he averages like 2,000 to 5,000 views a stream. Ew. He's great. His YouTube's blowing up. He's got a lot of subs, and
that's one viral clip.
One
clip, bro.
See what I mean? I mean? That, like you're saying, you know, it's just that one moment, and you don't know where that moment's gonna come from.
No,
it could be that moment when you got 0 viewers, or it could be that moment when you got 100 viewers. That video will get made and it gets put out there, and that's what another thing I learned is. When you put out a video, don't have too high expectations.
Nope.
Keep yourself limited. You know, if you get 1 or 2 hits, be excited about each individual hit.
Yep. Okay.
Hype yourself up. You know, I did good today.
Exactly.
I got up.
Somebody
I
saw
streamed. I tried my best. You know, like I said, I've got ADHD and PTSD and anxiety. So I struggle with actually mixing with people. So I love people. I love being around people and having fun. It's just
Yeah.
there's like two sides of me, if you understand what I'm saying. There's that
Of
little
course.
guy inside. He's like, I'm too scared of this scenario.
Yo,
I come along and I'm like, no, we got this. I got this. We can do
Gotta
this.
lock in. Gotta lock in.
And
I'm that guy,
streaming has
but I'm
made
shy.
me more confident with talking to people and having
Mm-hmm.
a conversation. Like,
Yep.
even before I got into this interview, I was like nervous. You know, you always got that in the back of your mind because you never know what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you actually get to it, you're like, this is just so much fun and this is exciting.
Exactly.
And that's what I love about stuff like this.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this a billion times, bro. It's about the people. It's about meeting folks like you who are just so passionate and excited about talking to people and talking about what we do. It's just nice, man. There's no other way to say it. It's just nice meeting folks like you, just cool folks, you know.
The thing I love the most is meeting people who share passion like I do. Like
Mhm.
I have
Yep.
a serious passion for gaming and stuff like that. Like I grew up with gaming because my brother was a gamer. He raised me with a controller in my hand. Like so I was playing, you know, Nintendo DS and
Mhm.
cartridge games. Those old ones you go
Mhm.
Yep.
and, you know, people won't understand the hustle of
Exactly, bro.
No.
Or putting toothpaste. You ever put toothpaste on a game disc, bro? In
Oh,
hopes
yes.
Clean the
of,
scratches.
in hopes of
Yeah.
getting them
Try
scratches
it
out,
and you're
bro.
like,
Exactly. Yo, all right, you gotta rinse it out and say, I bought that.
What's
I
another one? Deodorant. Oh,
Exactly.
my
Yep.
word.
That's
all these
crazy.
stupid hacks, bro.
Alcohol.
None of them worked, bro.
Nope.
Y'all lied to us, bro. Oh my god. Speaking of trolls, okay. One more thing. One more thing. There was. Anybody else remember Call of Duty Ghosts? Anybody remember Call of Duty Ghosts? And they
Love Call of Duty
introduced
Ghosts.
the what is it? I don't know. They had coins in that basically or
Mhm.
something, so you could buy, so you could
Microtransactions.
level up your character. I don't know if it was I can't remember if it was microtransactions or if it was just like how to level up and stuff.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm like what 14. I'm sitting here like trying to find how to hack it and get free. You know what I'm saying? Get as many unlimited shit. Like the
Yeah.
dude had me for the first 2 minutes, and then he said, "All right, now what you're gonna want to do is get up and teabag 3 times, and then turn around." I was like, "Okay, bro, you had
Now
bro,
you
that's
just
2 minutes,
got me.
exactly, bro. Now, okay, now you got me. You got me.
It's
I
too
was so
much.
fucking, I was so
Bro,
fucking upset, bro.
Dude,
Oh
you
bro,
my
had me
had-
up until here. Now I'm just like, what the hell?
Exactly. I'm not doing that. Like, come on, man,
I'm not doing that.
bro.
You know how many videos I've seen where people like do that? I'm like, seriously?
Come on, man.
Why?
That was my 2 minutes,
Something about the Xbox trolling. My trolling was always innocent. Like I remember I would pretend to be like, okay, so I was like 14 at the time. So my voice was already naturally high, right? So I would make it higher and pretend to be like a little kid who's like, you know, I don't know how to play the game. And I remember I got this one guy who was like, man, you're so stupid. You should be playing this game. And then I made my voice deeper. And I was like, well, I'm actually 14.
I'm
I'm actually 14. So I'm old enough to be
was
playing
like-
this game. And he shut, I think he muted me in hindsight, like looking back on it, because I was like, man, I got him. He shut his ass up. He didn't hear me. He muted me. It's just this
He did not.
thinking back is, you know, simpler times, man. Simpler times. Call of Duty
Oh, yeah.
Ghosts. Unpopular opinion. Great game. Great
Pretty
game.
good. Solid game. Okay.
Yes.
My only gripes with it was the map. There were a couple maps like that stone map, that castle map
Yeah.
was massive. And
yes.
the colors were a little bland. But other than that, I
Yeah.
enjoyed the gameplay. I'll say
Yeah.
that. I'll say it in the mic. I enjoyed the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Never
I did
getting
too.
Ghost 2
I
though.
cannot lie.
Never.
It was a great game. I love the story.
The
The
story
story
was
was
solid.
incredible.
The story was solid.
Story
solid.
hooked me. I was
Yeah.
very interested. Like I learned one thing. I balance games out like this.
Mhm.
If the story sucks, the graphics are good. If the
Mhm.
Okay,
graphics
okay.
suck, the story must be good.
The story's
Mhm.
gotta be banger,
That's my
bro.
balance.
Yeah.
And then once in a blue moon, you'll get a game like Red Dead Redemption. The story is great, and the graphics are. That game came out fucking 7 years ago, dude. It's still one of
Jesus.
the best looking games of all time. Like October makes 7 years. You played Red Dead 2, haven't you?
Yes, Red Dead Redemption.
It's so
yes.
fucking good,
that shit was
dude.
good.
It's so good.
Cyberpunk was
I have
also.
to say, I loved the undead version of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've heard only
Undead
good things
Nightmare.
about that.
Yeah.
It's legend. Love that game.
Dude, I'm so psyched that they finally dropped it because for the past 7 years, I've been like, please, Rockstar, give us Red Dead Redemption 1 and Undead Nightmare for PC.
That's on Stacy.
Why is a 15-year-old game $60 is my thing. Because like you're an adult. We're all adults here.
We're grown.
We understand how much money is worth. So it's like, I'm looking at this game and I'm like, that could be cool. But is it gonna be $60 cool? Like that's
Buy it if it was like
expensive.
$9.99.
that is, bro. And okay, let's talk about this for a second. Grand Theft Auto 6. That John's gonna be $100 is what they're saying. Rumored to be $100 on launch, bro.
Hands and head.
$100.
I'm gonna be watching the Rad Brad play that shit like part 1. I'm watching the whole I can't $100 for a game?
You know how much food I can buy for $100, bro?
I'm
You know how
gonna
much-
give you an example.
Yeah.
You know the new Assassin's Creed game, right?
Shadows,
On
yes.
Steam,
Yeah.
On stream.
Yeah.
Stream. Epic. Sorry, Epic. I saw it.
Yeah.
For me, it's 1.2K in Dundee, in South Africa. It's 1,200. For you guys, I think
What?
it's what's it, 90, 70, $80?
What?
Somewhere
Yeah, it's
around
70
there.
bucks.
It's
It's 70, yeah.
1,200 in South African currency.
Damn.
1.2K.
And that's rand?
Bro,
Just-
don't do it.
Yes, and just for the game.
Don't
Now,
do it. You can watch it on
just
YouTube.
imagine how insane that is, right?
Yeah.
That's why
This-
I think to myself, you see these games for like 50, 60, $70.
Nah.
And you guys are like, I look at it like in America, I understand that's expensive. But then you turn it to this side and then you're like, what the hell?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah,
that's
no.
half of
That's
that's like a quarter of someone's salary here.
That's
like
what,
that
bro.
game.
That's a quarter of my. Bro, come on, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't know, bro. If
that
they
is my
keep
whole
upping-
bank account right there, bro.
I'm
Like
a
I
fuck-
can't. No.
Exactly, that's it, bro. That's it. I buy one game. That's it.
That's an investment, bro. I
Exactly, bro.
buy some property with that shit. Like
That's why
Like-
I make sure if I buy a game that's expensive, I take it. It's open world and it's got like 200 hours at least.
Yup.
Exactly, bro.
Yup.
Playing.
And tell me why games are getting more expensive, but they're just putting less effort into them, bro.
That is my
Like
question. And now
graphics.
they put the-
I feel like graphics. We've kind of maxed out on how good
Yeah.
graphics can be.
yeah.
And they're not compressing the games anymore. So every game is like 120, 150 gigs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Why are we increasing the price and doing less? That's it. That's all I want. That's it. I'm tired. I'm tired, chat. I'm tired. There's no chat.
I mean, that was good. That was legend. And the problem is now they're using AI. Now
Yep.
I just get to sit there and I get to. Okay, now I'm gonna charge you even more for this game.
Exactly.
That is
I'm gonna do nothing. Hey, Chat GPT, write me a game code and I'll charge you $70 for it. All right, how's that? How's
Yeah.
that?
write me a game
And I
that
mean-
I can sell for $70.
Yep. Minecraft, bro. I need to get Minecraft before it.
Minecraft
fucking
goes stupid.
spikes,
I love Minecraft.
bro. Yeah.
But you got to admit, some of the games I looked at like these days, especially smaller games, like these solo developers and these ones that are developed like
Mhm.
by 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
is where you actually see a community.
Okay.
I
Yep.
have noticed that with small, like you were saying earlier, with the smaller games and
Mhm.
stuff,
Yeah.
because that developer doesn't have the tools and the money the big guys have. He
Yep.
puts
Mhm.
double the time into it. He puts
Yep.
double the effort into it.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, some of those games are gorgeous.
Mhm.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
the
Oh, 100%.
environment, the graphics, the gameplay, it's suited to individual play types, which I like.
Yep.
Yep.
that's-
What's your favorite indie game? Oh, sorry, my fault.
My favorite indie game of all would have. That's a tough one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I bumped my leg.
I would.
Go ahead.
It would have to be between Cry of Fear
Right, fair.
Okay.
and Fox Code. Cry of Fear and Fox Code.
Fox Code. Hold on.
Right.
Two very,
Son of
very
Fear.
interesting games.
Okay.
With very in-depth worlds.
Psychological single-player and co-op horror game set in a deserted town with horrific creatures and nightmarish delusions. Okay.
Hold up.
Cold Scandinavian night
Especially
finding his way.
with these horror games and stuff.
Yeah.
I noticed these devs and these guys, they put a lot of time into it.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
to get and the jump scares are legend. They kill
Yes.
me.
Yes.
And you play like a AAA game, and
Mhm.
you look at it and you're like, okay, and then you play one of their games and you're like, holy shit,
Bro.
Yep.
You know?
Outlast. That was Outlast. Okay, because
yes.
Red Barrel Studios, I'm pretty sure they're an indie company. Like they're at least not like one of the bigger companies. Outlast is one of the best, if not the best, horror game of all time. Like that's my opinion. But I also feel like it's kind of a fact as well. Like have you played Outlast?
Outlast, yes, I did play it.
Outlast,
I played
it's so
the
good.
first half of the game, and then I
Mhm.
kind of got a bit
Bored.
things got a bit hectic in life, and I didn't get back
Yeah.
to it.
Bro.
That's fair.
Oh, we're
That's-
talking about
yeah, yeah.
Outlast 2?
Outlast
Yeah.
1.
Outlast 1. Okay, Outlast 1.
yeah.
That might be the greatest horror game of all time. In my humble opinion, you know what I'm saying, in my corner of the internet, bro, that's one of the greatest horror games of all time. Followed swiftly by Whistleblower, and I don't know, one of the Resident Evils. Resident Evil. I've played a couple of Resident Evils. I'm not like a, you know what I'm saying, super huge, but Resident Evil be dropping bangers, bro. But
Resident Evil was great.
camping. I did want to say this. Have you heard of hide seek? Hold on, wait, let me see. What do you call it? What do you call it? It's been 2 years since I played it, but he reached out to me, to play.
Hide, Seek,
his
Survive?
game. Hide, seek, survive. Yes. Camping Carl Studio. Shout out him. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, what'd you say the name was?
Oh, hide, seek, survive. It's
Hide,
basically
seek,
like
survive.
yeah, you're like locked in a
Seek, survive.
house basically,
Okay.
and there's a monster that's like trying to chase you and shit. And bro, those jump scares actually got the fuck out of me, bro. So shout
Yeah.
out Camping Carl, bro. I want to say he's a one-man army, but like I'm not sure. I'm not sure 100%, but they reached out to me, so I appreciate y'all, man. He hooked me up with a key and was like, and I played it on stream, and he was like, yo, appreciate you for playing it. Glad you enjoyed it. It was great, man. It was great.
Nice.
But yeah, man,
Nice.
yeah, that's true. That
Oh,
like,
I'm
but,
definitely gonna give that a try.
yeah, man, it was
Mhm.
it
Sorry,
was
I'm
good.
just pulling it up on my phone. That looks
Now
lit.
you're good, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That looks like a sick game. I'd definitely love to give it a try.
Yeah, man. Go for it, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Did you guys ever remember a game called Evil Within?
Evil Within.
Yes.
Yes, I remember. Hold on, let me
Yes,
look it
Evil
up.
Within.
I remember the name.
Freaking scary game. That was something that gave me chills. I will.
Yep, I remember when this shit dropped. I was
Oh shit, yeah,
Even
tender age of
concept
14.
of it was crazy.
dude. Okay,
Ooh,
hold on. I
scary
haven't played the
game.
first one. I played a little bit of the second one. What was your opinion on? Have you played the second one?
Not the second one. I played the first one.
Okay.
Mhm.
The second one kind of was like clunky. It felt like.
Mhm.
So I don't know if the second one was ready to be dropped, and I don't know if they remedied that. But I'll definitely give the first one a try. If you're saying the first one was banger, bro,
First
I'll
one
give-
I enjoyed. The,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
second one, I heard a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
didn't actually jump in to try it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I
fair. You
was,
saved
I
your
was
six.
saving the extra bucks on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of games I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait until that goes on sale. Like I'm waiting on
It's
Silent Hill
Nick-
2 to go on sale, bro. Like,
Pass.
exactly.
Pass.
Exactly.
100%.
I'm passing,
Like-
bro. I'm passing. My bank account said no. No.
I
Yeah.
think the
My
most
bank
I've ever
account-
spent on a
Nah.
the most I've ever spent on a game was I was 17 at the time, so no expenses. I had a job, so I was just able to save
Good
money.
times, good
Mhm.
times.
Simpler times,
Simpler
right? So I
times, man.
remember. Have you played Lord of the Rings: Shadow of Mordor?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I
I
bought
love
the
it.
sequel, Shadow of War,
Shadow
and I
of
got
War.
the deluxe edition.
Yup.
It was $100.
Yup.
$100, and I was like, yeah, this is a good purchase. I feel confident in this. I played that shit for like 5 hours, and I got bored. It's not a bad game. It's just like I think the fact that I spent why did I spend $100 on that shit, bro?
I'm looking at because of the case. Maybe the case is sick. Can you see that?
Oh,
Without
it's gorgeous.
the
I
case
got
is
it
sick.
on.
That's
I got it on Steam. I don't even have the case, bro.
Damn, you
I
got it
have
on
just.
Steam.
I just have a digital copy.
And the digital copy was $100.
The digital copy was $100, bro.
That is intense.
It's $100. Well, you know,
I think they gave you some digital art at least.
Hey, so you get a thumbnail.
let's see.
Bro? Damn.
I
Shadow
think
of.
they did all that.
Nope. I got some trading
Not even.
cards.
Nice.
Something.
Nice. How much are they worth? Can you sell them?
I can sell them on the marketplace, but I do not care to because I'm gonna get like 5 cents.
Bro,
But whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
no.
Hunter, I did have another question for you. You said we did okay, so I break the fourth wall down then. So we did have an interview with our boy yesterday. However, conflict in schedule. So today you said you had a tournament that you couldn't do, I think, yesterday because it was yesterday.
Yeah.
What tournament
was
was
yesterday.
it?
So,
Yeah, what tournament?
I am a part of GGL, Global Gaming League.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm busy trying out for a draft with them.
Okay.
And
Nice.
they had their first tournament, which they also held for South African servers,
Okay.
for Rocket League.
Oh,
so
nice.
I
Bro.
was playing Rocket League with another streamer, A Rose Nightmare, also
Okay.
a very good streamer. And he was, because the problem is I got invited to the tournament, but I got in on short notice.
Okay. That's
Now,
Yeah.
my problem is I have never played Rocket League before.
Oh boy.
So I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. So I spent like 2 hours practicing before Rocket League,
Mhm.
before the tournament started. And we made it not that far. We got, how do I put it? We came 7th,
Out
which
of
was not out of 28 teams.
Oh, that's not bad. That's for
That's
never
pretty
playing
fucking
before.
good.
We didn't do great, but we didn't do horrible.
Hey, you made it to the
That's
top
especially-
10. Like with
That's top
as your
25%,
first
bro. Like
Yo,
Especially since none of us had ever played the game before.
bro, that
We
shit's-
literally installed it yesterday morning and then like
Yeah.
started playing it at the tournament started.
yeah.
that's
I
fucking
can't
crazy.
invite it to the tournament a little bit late.
I don't know, bro. Rocket League breaks my brain, bro. I tried to play it at one of my homies' house. Well, we don't talk anymore, but like I tried to play it, at his house, and I was getting spanked in quick play, bro. Like I don't even think people were really trying, but just the 3-dimensional, like I don't know, driving up walls. It just makes no sense to me, bro. I
This
can't.
one guy did this funny goal where he put the ball up by his side and he took it all the way to that side. I was just like,
Exactly.
you can do that?
There's moments where like you feel
I'm like, damn, bro.
you
Like,
feel the limits of your abilities. It's like, what am I doing here, bro?
go play Minecraft or something, bro.
Cool.
Play Roblox, dude. Like, come on, man. But no.
Speaking of Minecraft, bro, that Minecraft update with the ghasts, that
Mhm.
shit's gonna hit. Y'all heard about that?
What?
Which one?
The Minecraft update with the ghasts?
Oh, the gas.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, where you can bring them into the real world, like the main world, and you can like fly around on them and shit. Like you can put saddles on them. Yep. It's
That is sick.
Minecraft.
Oh,
The
yeah.
2-week Minecraft phase might be back, chat. That
Like,
and
pick it
GTA.
up.
I might have to hop back onto GTA Online because that shit I've been getting cravings of getting the itch. What's that? No.
GTA Online. That sounds fun.
I mean, if you're doing RP, I think there's less hackers than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't installed GTA since this one guy said somebody put his address in the chat, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead.
I saw that shit happen live. I
I'm
saw that
just-
shit happen live. Like it was like
was gonna
talking
leave
mad
that
shit
there.
and was talking mad shit and was like, "Hey,
Dude,
how's the
hackers
weather
address
in?"
and like, that's
Bro,
scary, bro.
Fucking crazy.
it wasn't my address,
No.
but
Luckily,
it wasn't mine, bro.
That's why I sit there in the chat and I'm like, I'm leaving slowly, but that
Exact-
wasn't me.
I'm gonna turn off my computer in DC. But yeah,
You see it?
yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh no, but these hackers are crazy and scary, bro.
Yeah,
Facts, bro.
no, I don't, bro. I keep my head down. If someone trolls me, I just leave because if you respond to them, they're just gonna come back, and eventually they're gonna. It's scary out here, bro. Like I said, I love the internet. The internet is kind of scary too. It's like the Wild West out here, bro.
Yep.
It's like I heard this once before. We only know like 10% of the internet.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
is
legal
crazy.
part and the safe part of it. It's like
That is
10%
crazy,
wide.
yeah.
The other 90% is dark web. So you don't actually know what's going on there.
No, I
just say
don't
my
want to
ass-
know.
I love,
Exactly.
bro.
I'm okay.
Let me tell you,
I'm
I
okay.
visit like 2 sites, bro. That's YouTube
Yeah.
and Twitch. I'm
Exactly.
literally
Yes.
bouncing
YouTube and
between those
Twitch,
two,
man.
and when I'm not here. I'm not using the internet. It's
100%.
yeah, the internet is scary, bro. This is why we gotta stick together because the internet is scary.
Exactly, bro.
It's like this one day I was on a stream with another streamer, and next minute she got raided by bots.
Damn,
Which
that's the
a
worst, bro.
rival Discord channel had sent to hit her channel.
She had a
rival
rival
Discord channel.
They were having issues on their Discord channel, and the
Yeah.
one hacked the other one's live stream.
That's
That's
crazy.
And, like,
crazy.
Bombed it with bots and spammed it. I was just like, what the hell is going on?
That's
See,
so
I
Because
don't-
I'd never seen something like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what the hell? I was like, because I still asked everyone, like, okay, what is going on? Because I just saw 0 views, 100 views.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly they were doing something funny, and then she disconnected. And then I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then like,
Yeah.
no, hacking and spamming. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let
Getting
me say
view bots
this.
and follow about it is the worst, bro.
And apparently, like, that's like against the TOC on terms of use,
Yes.
in terms of service.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if they like think you did it, they like ban your account. So I think that's
Mhm.
what they were actually trying to
Yep.
achieve.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
that's scary, yeah? To think you
Mhm.
can work so hard on your account and work so hard on everything, and then someone like that comes along and it's like, and
Yeah.
And just
that's
poof.
what's scary.
Twitch.
And
And
that's-
I've never heard of anybody getting their Twitch account back after getting banned. I mean, unless you're like
I-
a huge streamer, like fucking.
Yes.
Okay.
So I actually have heard. So like, one of the streamers I watch, Toki.
Mhm.
So you know how Twitch has like well, Toki didn't get his channel banned. One of his viewers did.
Oh, damn.
So like, you know how Twitch's policy. I think it's like you have to be 15, 16 to make an account on
I
Twitch.
think it's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it?
It's you have to be like, is it 13? I don't know.
I think it might be 13.
Essentially,
I think it's
someone
13.
essentially someone said they were like 12, like as a joke.
Oh yeah,
because
you can't say that. Yeah, no.
yeah, so someone said, because Toki made a joke, it was kind of like childish, and they were like, "LOL, that's so funny. I'm acting like I'm 12. How is this?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were gone for like 4 months. Like
Damn.
they were
Damn.
fighting. They were fighting to get that shit back, and then
It's
Twitch was
over
like,
a joke,
we don't
bro.
like you. Bye bye.
Fucking
Over
gone,
a fucking
dude.
joke, bro.
Twitch
That's so crazy,
Twitch
man.
does not play, bro. Which is
No.
fair because I don't think children should be on Twitch.
I agree.
The-
Like
Absolutely
children
not.
should not.
Especially in this climate.
Mhm.
Let's be real. Children shouldn't really. If children have
Be
access
on
to the
many-
internet, it should be
Should be
YouTube
PBS Kids Go.
PBS Kids.
PBS Kids. And Nick.com. That's it. That's
Nick.com.
it. That's
Maybe
it.
Disney Channel, but like, is Disney Channel still around? I don't fucking
Do
know,
they
dude.
still have a website? I don't know.
I haven't
No.
been a kid in a while.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a break.
minute,
It's
bro.
been a break. Man, things are a little different because, like, we're Unk now. We're all like Unk status. You know what Unk? You know what Unk is?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yep.
we're all
Big
Unk
Unks.
now, bro. So this
The Unk
That
podcast.
changes everything.
Exactly, bro.
is these days are watching I Show Speed, Skibbity Toilet, and I'm just like, I feel lost.
I heard
Genuinely,
they're dropping a Skibbity Toilet TV show, I think.
I
Or
don't
a
doubt
game.
it.
I saw
I feel
Skibbity
very
Toilet merch
lost
at Walmart,
in
and I was like,
generation,
we've-
to be honest.
You said
say
what?
again?
So I feel very lost in the new generation, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
the new gen tech has gone so far that even like okay, a few years ago I used to be an IT technician, so I used to
Mhm.
program and fix computers.
Mhm.
And
Nice.
even what I know about computers and what computers are today, I'm like, huh? It's
It moves so
Yeah,
fast,
it's
dude.
fast, bro.
one hell of a spin. I was out of computers for 5 years, and now I'm like,
Yep.
what the hell is going on? Everything is
Yeah.
different.
Yep. Everything.
Yeah.
It's just updates after updates,
And
bro.
it's scary. It is
Yep.
so scary.
Tech moves so fucking fast.
Yeah.
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 But we do have one more question pertaining to streaming.
Mhm.
So I
Yes.
want to ask you, bro. like, how do you take an off day? Like when you're not, when you know, decide, you know, I'm not streaming today, got some time to myself. Like, what do you do?
I'll be honest with you. On my off days, I like to sit back on a day where I feel like I'm a bit tired, I'm not in the mood to stream or do something. I like to binge watch series.
Real,
Fair
I
enough.
know that's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
sound weird and
Yep.
funny, but I
Now,
like to
watching
sit
TV?
back. You know, after you've been busy in your streams and you're doing stuff, people don't understand. But when you're streaming, you have to think about the audio. You're thinking about the camera.
Mhm.
You're
Yep.
thinking
Mhm.
about your audience. Thinking about your chat. You're thinking about the
Mhm.
game. You're thinking about where you're going. Plus, you're on. If
It's a
you're like
lot.
me, who's on your Discord, you're checking your Discord. You're sharing your lives. You're doing a
Mhm.
whole bunch of things.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
you're not doing one thing. So when I get to like sit back and just like watch a series or watch a few movies, I disconnect for that
Real.
little bit.
Nice.
You
Yep.
know, just to
Nice, yeah.
kind of like say everything other than my body is working. Just my
Mhm.
brain is like, that's a good series. It's doing
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
What you be watching, bro?
But
What you be
that-
watching?
Yeah, I was about to
that's
say, what you
my
watching,
thing.
bro? What's your main show?
I enjoy sci-fi. I've also enjoyed my horrors, but
Mhm.
Supernatural. I don't know if you guys know
Oh yeah,
Supernatural.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
it's
yeah.
one of my
I
favorite series.
Yes.
so fucking
On
good.
So
those
good, bro.
lines, I really enjoy stuff like that. So
Yep.
supernatural horrors and stuff like that, I enjoy those type
Mhm.
of series, which I'm very into. Like last week, I just finished Wayward Pines, which
Okay.
is
I have heard
a
of Wayward
very
Pines. Yes.
it's sci-fi
Mhm.
and how do I say it's a sci-fi horror type
Okay.
because when it begins you don't realize what's going on. You're like
Mhm.
in a town and you like think everyone's like from this time and this day, and only once you realize they got woken up after 2,000 years. So
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
like,
what
the hell?
spoilers?
Yeah, exactly. So like heavy spoiler alert, sorry guys.
You're good, bro.
But yeah, and that's kind of my release from life. You know,
Nice,
just
man.
trying to chill with that. Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
What I
It's very easy to like, and I think you and I have talked about this, David, where it's easy to get lost in content creation. So like people think sometimes if I'm not streaming, I have to be editing or I have to be promoting. And it's like, guys, yes, you have to be doing all that, but you also have to take time to yourself
Mhm.
and find things you enjoy and do those things.
Yep.
Like binge watching a series, because yes, that shit is fun as fuck. I love watching TV. So
and a good snack and just a chill time. Oh, it's awesome.
Hey,
Yup.
Like I said,
Yep.
you got a nice cool day, not too
Yeah.
sunny, not too cold, just
Mhm.
awesome.
Or even like a
Just-
rainy day, bro, where it's like kind of dark outside, but you know,
Bro,
that
the
shit.
best.
we need
That's
some
the
rain.
best.
We need some
Exactly,
rain and
bro.
some thunder expeditiously, because that is like the perfect time. Fuck, what do I want to watch when it's raining?
Today it's actually a
Chucky.
cold, chill day in the town
Okay.
I'm in, so I'm actually quite
Nice.
enjoying today.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
Good
Yesterday
shit.
was extremely hot, so I'm really enjoying this. For like 37 degrees yesterday, so I'm really enjoying today. We
One
get
last-
really
No,
yes,
go ahead.
yes.
No, go
I
ahead,
was
bro.
just gonna say Africa, yeah, we get really, really hot, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
I was just gonna say America, we gotta switch over to like the
Celsius.
metric system, bro, because like I'm gonna be honest,
yeah.
we're still in the imperial system, and like when you said 37 degrees, I was like, in my American mind, I was like, that's cold.
That's
And I'm
pretty
like,
cool.
Shit, yeah, I forgot about the change of the systems. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
yeah, so
Because our
Bro,
freezing
we gotta-
starts at 32 for some reason, and then yours freezing starts at 0, which makes
Zero,
sense.
yes.
makes sense.
That makes
Like,
sense.
like as an American, I can look at that and be like, why don't we do that? Like that's just I don't know. But you know, I think we're like one of the only 2 countries in the world. I think it's us and no, it's literally
it's
just us.
bro. Does anybody else do daylight savings too, or do you guys just have normal days?
No, ours is normal. We don't
Or
really
it's-
have
bro,
that.
like what the fuck?
I don't know what the
America?
fuck. Like who like
Getting outta
it's
here.
2025, bro. We
It's
don't need this
funny.
shit
I
anymore.
was actually reading the other day. Apparently, in South Africa, we have the longest business hours in the world.
Damn.
Or in Africa, should I say? Because our business hours start at 8 a.m. in the morning and
Yeah.
end at
Mhm.
5 a.m. in the afternoon.
Oh,
So
I
I
didn't
mean,
have
at
to-
5
okay.
a.m. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
But the what they call the average in South Africa is we start work from 6 So like the average where I am is 8 a.m. But
Okay.
apparently the African-wide national average is like 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning till 5 a.m. in
Okay.
the afternoon.
Damn.
So I was like, damn, that's some long work hours, right?
I mean, y'all be stacking paper,
Yeah.
bro. That's the thing. That's the
Exactly,
thing.
bro.
Y'all some bag chasers. Y'all are about the money.
Exactly.
I can respect
Exactly,
Chase the money.
exactly. You know, but more business hours, the bosses get richer than us.
that. Yeah, bro. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, that's what the fuck is that? Like, why am I getting paid $5 an hour and bro's getting paid $50K a second? Like, anyways,
The
I
Amazon
could go into detail about that, but you know, Jeff Bezos, if you want to sponsor us, we can put in a good word for you, bro. Like, you know,
Bro, there's.
I don't think I could do that, bro. I don't think I could chill out for. I don't know.
There was
Could
a
you chill out?
video. Huh?
Could you chill out? Like, if Jeff Bezos came up to you and said, "I'll give you $30,000 a day to like promote me."
Yep.
That's fair. That's
30K a day.
Yeah,
30K a day.
I'm in.
As soon
30K a
as
day,
I
bro.
said it,
Whatever.
bro, as soon as I said it, I remembered like my current position. I
All
was
I
like,
heard-
like
All
30.
I heard was sponsor, and I was like, okay. I didn't even hear how much you were gonna say I was gonna get. I was just like, okay.
if Jeff Bezos comes up to me and says, "Hey, can you?" Yes,
Yep.
Can you?
but like,
Gotcha, bro.
yes.
there's got to be like a dollar sign somewhere that I've seen because I can't just be saying yes to whatever Jeff Bezos says because bro could be like, "Could you give me a coffee?" And I'm like, "Oh,
The number, you know. It'd be like,
But,
I'll pay you, and then I'm, yes.
yep,
There
there
you
it is.
go.
That's
There you
the
go.
question.
There you
That's
go.
the
So
question.
lead with that.
That's it. Lead with the I'll pay it. Then we good.
Yep. Then we can talk.
Yeah.
And now we're going to switch over from content creation to kind of more like, just unrelated but sort of related questions that are more lighthearted and fun. So, if you could live in one video game world for a week, where would it be and why?
One video game world for a week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my word. I would definitely have to go with Assassin's Creed.
That's
That
fair.
was my
That's
favorite
fair.
game growing
Okay.
up.
Yup.
Okay.
And it would have to be the Italian Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yup.
which one is that?
It's the
Italian.
Auditore version that was Assassin's Creed 2.
Two.
Two.
Yep.
Assassin's
Okay.
Creed 2 up
Mhm.
till Revelations was... Oh, no, wait. He was only in Italy in Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah, he went to
Okay,
Rome
okay.
in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But yes,
Yup.
the reason I say that is because I don't know, there's something about that era and that time that I just think is beautiful.
Absolutely.
Like the woman, the music, the vibe, you
Yup.
know, the culture. You know,
Yeah.
we are so stuck in cell phones and technology and everything
Yep.
today.
Yep.
That's
I
real.
feel that I might have just been born in the wrong timeline. If you guys get what I'm trying to say.
I know what
I
you
get
mean,
you,
bro.
I get you,
You're
bro.
You go
seeing
back
the
to
greats like Da
18
Vinci and shit.
and you just think to yourself, it was such a quieter time.
Yeah.
It was.
I would love to have existed without all this noise that we have
Mhm.
today. You know,
I think that sometimes too. Like I look back at times and I'm like, like let's say fucking, I don't know, let's go to Italy. I'm thinking, it would have been cool to, be alive during the time where Da Vinci was doing his thing and Michelangelo was painting the Sistine Chapel. But then I remember shit like, well, they didn't have a cure for like, I don't know,
and
A
you
cold.
get thinking.
The
the
flu.
hiccups, bro. You get a hiccup. You get the hiccups, you're cooked.
Cooked,
You get
bro.
diarrhea,
It's
you're
over.
cooked. Like
Mhm.
it's there's a lot of things, but I want to no, I definitely hear you when you say like it was a lot. It was a beautiful time, like the Renaissance, the Italian Renaissance, just like you said, the art, the culture, the food, just the city.
Something
Like
else.
if you go to Italy today, like it's beautiful. I've never been, but I've seen pictures. One of my teachers has told me
Mhm.
it's beautiful, man. So 100%, that makes a lot of sense. Assassin's Creed 2 is. I
That's
still
just
need to play that, bro. I still need to see.
I need to catch up on my Assassin's Creeds. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that. I think that's on my wish list. But yeah, that's completely.
Assassin's Creed 1, the first one, 2007, was what actually got me into loving computer gaming because I was a
Mhm.
console gamer.
Oh,
And
yep,
Assassin's
same.
Creed was the first game I ever played on PC. I even popped my first graphics card trying to run it because I thought I was clever and I was playing with the settings and
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
upped something that I shouldn't have and
Yep.
There was smoke
Yep.
coming out of my computer.
Damn,
That's
no way.
crazy.
Damn.
I popped the whole graphics card and the slot. I
Damn.
changed the frequency
Yeah.
of the
Mhm.
fans,
Okay.
and I
Okay. Okay.
changed the voltage.
Okay.
You
And
overclocked
something
it.
went wrong there. And you know, if you don't
Yeah.
get the ratio correct between those
Yup.
two, then short circuit. So,
Did you have to replace your motherboard too?
Lucky I had 2 slots. Motherboard.
Okay.
Graphics
Okay,
card slots.
good,
So
good.
just the one slot blew. But I
Okay.
had to buy a new graphics card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
that
smoking
game I
that.
can never forget now.
Yeah. I hope you got your money back too, bro. That's not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen, bro.
I know, right?
Um,
But then again, it was my fault because I edited the settings. You're not supposed to go into the
Mhm.
graphics card and try
That's
to play
true.
the settings. So.
Because they tell
That
you,
was
they're
my
like, yo,
bad.
don't do this.
mm,
Yeah, it's kind of in the warranty. Don't mess
Mhm.
with the
Oh,
voltage
shit.
settings.
Yup.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
actually
Okay. I
say
forgot.
shit
And
like
even
that.
when you like go
I
to
didn't know
the
that actually.
section where you can, there's like this big wall of text that's like, yo, you probably
It
shouldn't
pops
do
up
this,
and
bro.
it gives you a warning. Do
Mhm.
you? Are
Yup.
you sure you want to change?
This will
Yup.
void your warranty.
I
Yes.
I maxed out my graphics card one time and my computer got so fucking hot. I was terrified, bro. So I was like, turn it off, turn it off. Like
That
it's
other
just,
sound that-
Unplugging it.
yup.
Yup.
Shit sounded like a plane taking off. I was like, all right,
Ejecting.
you're done.
Sounded like a PS4.
That's the
trying to
scariest sound a
replace it.
gamer can. Yeah, I'm telling you that.
Yup. Yup.
That's when you drop the earphones and you're like, what the hell?
Is that me? Like, what the?
Is that
Hello?
me?
Is that me? Bro, no way.
Oh yeah, no. That
But,
is true.
We did have another question, real quick.
Yes.
This is a 2-parter actually. So DC or Marvel, universes.
Wow, that's difficult.
It is. We got the hard hitters.
But I have to go with Marvel.
Thank.
I just
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
I have got to.
Okay. So
Reason for that?
yes, reason. Give me the reason.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
I love
Hawkeye.
yes.
Okay.
Hawkeye is one of my favorites. He's like the reason I like him mostly above all of him and Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Okay.
My two
Yep.
favorite characters. Mostly because both of them are original.
Mhm.
None of them have any power.
Mm-hmm.
They are just trained and skilled in what they're doing.
Yep.
And that's what I
Yeah.
love about the two, especially Hawkeye. Because
Yeah.
he doesn't have any powers. His
No.
power is his bow. And
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
everything for him.
Yeah.
And that is what I kind of like about the Marvel, but why I like Marvel.
Mhm.
DC, I enjoy them, but
Mhm.
definitely Marvel.
DC
definitely
And that's-
Yeah, DC's good because they got. I don't know. I'll say it in the mic. I like the Flash. Okay, I think the Flash is an
is cool.
interesting
Flash
character.
is cool.
Batman, obviously, you know what I'm saying, kicks
Everyone loves
ass.
Batman.
Who else?
Superman?
Superman.
He's
I'm warming up
badass.
to
Batman
Superman.
is like the legend of badass.
Oh yeah, Batman. Batman
100%.
clears anybody with prep time, bro. I promise,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
He's not beating Goku.
With
no,
prep time.
no.
With prep time.
He's not beating Goku.
With prep time, I promise. Batman spanks Goku. Batman puts Goku over his knee and spanks the shit out of him. Bro. Exactly, just gives it to him. Well, yeah, man. But okay, but if you could be one superhero from Marvel for a week, who would you be?
It would have to be Tony Stark.
Tony Stark.
Iron
Okay,
Man.
okay,
Yup.
okay. I was like,
Iron
yeah.
Man.
Okay,
Yup.
okay,
I mean,
yup.
come on. You're standing in your room and you're like,
Exactly.
Yup.
and you're like,
I can
come on.
fucking fly, bro.
I can fly. I can heal. I can fire rockets.
Basically
Yup.
invincible. Like, bro,
Yup.
what is his suit made? Does
Basically.
anybody know what his suit made of?
I think it's nanites.
Nanites?
Basically.
So,
what-
yeah,
Oh, I
so-
think that's the nano one from
was that
Infinity
the
War,
nano?
right?
Yeah.
I was talking
Oh
about
wait,
the.
yo, that was the upgrade. Yeah, that was the.
Yeah.
upgrade.
Hold on. What is
I
Iron
think-
Man's original suit made of? 'Cause-
chromed titanium and steel alloy.
Okay, I can make that. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so it's
Give me
made of
6
real
months.
life
Give me
stuff.
6 months.
It's like I saw the-
cave with scraps.
With a pizza box and a toothpick, bro. Like, blew out of that shit.
Gotta admit
Bro.
that scene was legend.
That,
More
it
than-
was.
He's
It
in
was.
the
So
cave,
fucking good.
and
Iron Man is peak.
he got all those people to bring him everything he needed.
Yup.
to
He
go
did.
on.
He
It was
played the
so
fuck out of them, bro. Oh my
That was
god.
legend, in my opinion.
What an
That was
excellent movie.
Yup.
Mhm.
Yup. I gotta watch that again, bro. That is such a good movie. Fucking Iron Man 2. What y'all think about Iron Man 2?
I liked it. It was fine.
I liked it. It had a vibe to it, but it didn't quite match up to the first one.
Okay,
I don't think
that's
any
fair.
movie,
That's fair.
because
That's
like let's be real, Iron Man 3 gets a lot of hate. I think
didn't
it's
mind
pretty
it.
good.
I didn't mind
think
it.
it's pretty
Exactly.
good.
thought
I
it was
enjoy
decent.
it
Yeah.
because I saw it the first time when I was like maybe 13, 14. So I was obviously a kid. So I was like, this isn't I didn't fucking care for it. I watched Iron Man 3 maybe 5 years later, and I was like, oh, this shit is actually kind of fire. Like, it's not as good as the first one. It's not as good as the first one, but it's exploring different themes because Tony's dealing with PTSD, he's dealing with anxiety attacks, and I think it's more
It's like
more of a
humanizing.
human. It's a human story versus like, superhero story. Because that was after he flew into the wormhole with the nuke. Do you remember that from Avengers 1?
Wait, hold on. Iron Man 3 is before or after
This was
Avengers?
So that was after Avengers.
After.
Yeah, the PTSD was him, dealing with that because he went into space and was like, fuck, I'm gonna die. And then he didn't, and he was just dealing with that for the whole movie. I was like, damn, bro, this shit is
I like the how they humanized the powerfulness, because in 1 and 2 they made it out to be this legend, bad boy,
bro.
killer, untouchable, and then they humanized it, which I like.
Yep. And I like that they also brought him down a couple pegs because he was like, remember when he gave the dude, like the bad guy in that movie, I think his name was the Mandarin, he gave him his home address, and bro actually pulled up.
That was G as fuck, bro. I was like, yo, I live here, the door's unlocked, pull up. I was like,
see, it was G. However, he pulled up.
He did pull up and blow his house. He blew
up.
his house up. He blew his house up. Yeah.
So
that was pretty funny.
It was
tough. That was tough.
It was a great movie.
That is what you call the epiphany of badass.
Exactly, bro.
You call me out and I fly to your house.
You just gave me the. I'm on the way. I am on the way.
I hear a knock at the door.
Hey man, the door was unlocked, bro. The door was unlocked.
Well, just want to let you know he was here.
Now it's unlocked.
He's like, there's no door. What door?
What door?
What door?
But for our final question, and this is a big one. Would you rather clog the toilet during a job interview, like one that you nailed, or would you rather clog it on a first date, like a good first date?
Definitely job interview.
Job interview. Okay. Respect it.
Like your dream job. Like this is your dream job. You just shook hands with the boss. You're walking out the stall. Like, man, that shit is someone else's problem.
And you see, well, at least I don't smell bad for my first date. That's my problem.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
But
at least the boss, I could be like, the toilet's fault, not me.
Exactly. Like, bro, that shit was like that when I got here. Like, that was not me.
Not my stuff.
Like
they're not gonna be like, I don't believe you. They're not gonna test it for.
If you go out on the first date, it's like, babe, why do you smell bad? I'm like, the toilet's fault. It was really bad in there.
No reason, bro.
Like, no reason.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was the last of our questions, man. Thank you so much for coming on and joining us for the cast. Before we say our goodbyes, and well, not our goodbyes, but our see you laters. Did you have any social media? Anyone you wanted to shout out? Anything you wanted to shout out, like your Twitch or YouTube?
If I could just shout out my Twitch channel, OfficialIceHunter, if that would be possible, I'd appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much.
Of course, bro. Of course.
And yeah, that's like the main thing I would like to shout out. And then definitely a shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for bringing me on and doing this for streamers like me and smaller guys. We really appreciate it.
Of course,
and
bro.
It's not just coming from me, but it's coming from a whole community of people that follow you guys. You guys are legends. And what I do want to ask is please keep doing what you guys are doing because you're legends. And you guys are fun to chat to. I was so nervous in the beginning, but this is like the most interesting thing I've done in a very long time. I have not so chilled like this in a while, so
that's awesome,
I'm
man.
grateful for that, guys.
Of course, bro.
Chopping it up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Chopping
you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah.
And I want to
But
say
you guys-
thank you for coming on, bro. Oh, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say you guys have awesome personalities, and it's really fun to have gotten to do this and get to know you guys. I really enjoyed today.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. So did
And
I. I had a great time, bro. I had a great
This was
time.
awesome.
This was a great
No, this
interview.
was great.
Yeah.
This was a good
And
interview.
obviously, I dropped a follow, so the next time you go live,
Dude,
I'm
Oh, shit, you said
not
official Ice Hunter.
I'm gonna be honest,
HUNTE.
I'm hella busy right now, but like, I'm gonna try and pop in when I can, just to say what's up,
Thank
just say
you.
how
I'm
you
really
doing.
grateful
But like,
for that,
yeah,
guys.
man.
It really
But,
means a lot to me.
Of course, bro. Of
Gotcha,
course.
bro.
And obviously we're gonna put all your stuff in the description, so people can scroll down there and follow you. So if you wanna
Yes, sir.
check out bro's content, please go check out bro's content. It's gonna be in the
That's
description
chill
down
as fuck,
below.
bro.
Hit the follow button and tell them, the Streamy Weemy boys sent you.
Hell yeah,
Hell yeah.
family.
Hell yeah,
Sir,
man.
yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Big up family, guys. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Grateful to meet you guys. Thank you for this.
Of course, bro.
Of course,
But
man, of course, man. Yeah.
anyways, let's go ahead and do the little outro. My name is Buzz, aka Charles, aka the Big Buzzy Wuzzy, and my co-host today has been
The big infamous DBub. And today, our special guest has been.
Official Ice Hunt.
Yes,
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
everybody. Thank you to Infamous, and thank you to Buzz. You guys are legends, and I hope
Of
you guys
course,
have an
bro.
amazing day further. One
Of
love,
course,
one
bro.
love from
Thank
South
you.
Africa, guys. Love
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Much
Have a
love,
good
brother.
night.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
Y'all have a
Much
great one,
love.
man.
Have a good
Bye,
one, boys.
bye.
Take care.
Thank you, everybody.